been on a couple of the kill mails as well. Got friends to fly with, faction warfare, join up with fleets with other people and stuff, so I've been stream sniped a couple of times now. Yeah, yeah, that happens for sure. It's definitely a huge thing, which I don't mind. I mean, I've made quite a few friends with stream snipers, or at the very least, cool stream snipers who don't really do too much stream sniping as much as fun fights and stuff. I'm sure I've had a lot of other stream snipers that have come in, but it's you know, it is what it is. EVE Online, my heart pounds every time that I get into a PvP fight in this game. It just is huge. Like I have to like just take a second and be like, okay, whew, you know, every time, because of I don't know, like even these Atrons and stuff. Yeah, after 15 years, billions of ISK to my name, you know, 10 million ISK loss can really and it's not even really the loss as much as the win. I think they'd be like, oh, can I win in a crappy newbie frigate? And even when you're in team kills, it's like, oh my god, the crappy newbie frigate jumped into this game within a short amount of time, I got a kill. Yeah, I run a lot with this character, but I definitely, I'm like T1 frigate, nobody else coming. Fuck it, why not? You know, might as well see what happens. And that's what happened with that Condor. Like, it just was me and him. He came in. It's like, I don't know, we got a faction frigate now. You know, it wasn't a newbie frigate, so. Looks like we got 9 minutes on this Plex here.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I've had, you know, I've done a lot of flying, a lot of different types of ships.
Cheetah on scan.
Cheetah can get into a small.
It's between 1 and 5.
No, I was gonna say, short. So we use directional scanners in EVE Online to see what's around us. I use a 360 directional scan in order to see everywhere around me, but I put it at 0.2 AU in order to just see what's on this Plex here. So basically, there's a
Isn't it 0.9 LTV?
I think
Warp
it's like
drive
0.9,
active.
something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely no, 0.2 hits the gate.
Does it?
Oh yeah, 0.0. 0.01 will hit the gate, I'm pretty sure. Pretty much if you can scan, you'll hit that gate because it's just outside of the grid.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Coming in. Yeah, that does. I definitely have scanned people at 0.2 AU. But yeah, usually about 1 AU I'll scan out to. But we call that short range scan. Then you've got about mid range at 5 AU and 10 AU, and then long range scan at 14. But you can also do cool stuff like hold on the V button, go down to 5 degrees, hold on the V button, and so this Kadama gate right here, nothing on the Kadama gate. Scan the infrastructure hub, nothing on the infrastructure hub. Scan this star, nothing on the star.
You can also do that on the probe scanner, which is nice for anomalies.
Yeah. Very helpful. Yeah, scanning and probing is a whole different ballgame. Something that I have learned the basis of it, so you can I can get wormholes and anomalies and stuff like that. Ship scanning is a whole other thing. There's NPC hauling, actually. I was watching a channel today of a guy running around doing NPC hauler kills with a combat probe scanner, and he scans them down and kills the hauler. You get some skins and so like a package you can either sell or open up.
Oh yeah, I didn't know those were loot pinatas.
Yeah, apparently they are. There's still a whole thing about that. So I was watching him today. I was following him up. I was like, yeah, man, seems pretty cool.
Apparently in Delve you can go around to different asteroid belts, and sometimes there's officer spawns, and you can get officer drops out of them.
Yeah,
That's something I never knew before recently.
yeah, officer spawns, titan spawns, super carrier spawns, faction dread spawns. 0.0 belt stuff is kind of nice. You can also get hauler spawns there as well, but it's not the hauler spawn that you use. He's like a special one you scan down. You can find them in belt, but they warp to a dead space spot, and then he scans them down in the dead space spot and kills them there. But for the
Warp drive active.
Signature, or does it just look like an NPC chip?
it's an NPC diamond rat, so you can scan it down with scan probes, combat scan probes. But yeah, scanning is an interesting thing. Definitely.
So you always warp into the same spot.
Skill training completed.
Someone warps in there at 0 minutes container, right?
Give or take, I think like 5 kilometers. I think
Okay.
it's like a radii around that beacon.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, it's like a 5 kilometer radius around this.
Okay, well I'm at almost 8k right now, so if it could be 8k in any direction, then I'm not as close to. Well, we'll see if anyone lands on this. The theory here is that I'll be right on top of them from attacking. I do have a scram on this.
Take that off the direction. So you can kind of see them on scan here. These gifts. Diamond rats on scan at 5 AU. But yeah, that seemed to be
Warp drive
really
active.
good idea. I'm gonna have to do that. He said you really just need to be able to have a combat probe launcher and a some DPS basically, but you just gotta hold them down. And the bigger the ship that you have, the more of a response fleet that'll come in. So I think I'm gonna do that with this character at some point. I don't really want to do it for money, just for fun and kind of show off some probing and stuff like that.
Yeah, what can you fit a combat probe to that's alpha?
Docking permission requested.
Like Helios, I would think of, but that's
Docking request
Yeah,
accepted.
the Omega one thing.
That's also a yeah, I don't know. Could always upgrade this guy to an Omega account. But
Something's got to
Can
have
I
a good
even-
bonus for that. Do you think an Astro would be? You should be able to fly
Can I-
an Astro, right?
oh, I wonder if I can do an Astro. Let's find out. How do I do that? There's a thing. There's always a thing. Ship tree. So that's here we go. Forget. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, I could totally fly an Astro, and then let's see, core and combat scanner probe strength bonus, and also that's it. There's no CPU requirement reduction, but you can fit. Can you use a covert ops cloak?
no. Can't use a covert ops cloak, I don't think, with a newbie account, but don't really need it.
So, well, yeah, that'd be kind of an expensive ship to fly with no covert ops cloak, though. I guess a prototype cloak would be okay.
Yeah, you can do the warp trick with it, I'm sure. Where you activate cloak, activate the micro warp drive, turn off the micro warp drive, wait for it to cool down. As soon as it turns off, you immediately decloak and warp. Nice little trick. You can do that with Tech 2 hauling ships. Anything that fits a micro warp drive, basically. Very useful for getting your ship around should you need to. And welcome everybody to Golden Age Stories streaming. We do, as you can see up here in the thing, we do a couple different types of streams. That's a consistent stream, like on Technogates or Mage the Ascension tabletop game, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Mondays. We do Stellaris, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. every Thursday. And we've got Crossing Darkness podcast that we do every Sunday from 7 to 7:30. Those are our consistent streams, and then I do EVE Online randomly as I get off of work and I want to get drunk. And actually, I'm not a really big drinker, but apparently I really like to play EVE drunk. And after 10 plus years with my wife, she's like, "Why are you drinking all the time?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry. I just want to drink some wine and die, kill people, get resurrected, feel my heart pound through my fucking throat as I do stupid stuff with pixels." She's a gamer though, and a drinker, so she's kind of okay with that. Like, I want to drink less, and you're drinking more now. And you never drank before. I'm like, yeah, but I'm a pretty big drinker. Old Style says I'm a pretty big drinker, but it's also fun to play while drinking versus FPS games. Oh yeah, like no, I like to drink for sure with gaming. I try not. I'm one of those people that I try not to drink a lot though. Like try and go with the rule of like 1 beer an hour. Try. I'm failing really bad with wine on that because I have no gauge. Like 1 glass of wine is supposed to be smaller, but how big of a beer though, right? You know, there's always those questions of, and then when I'm designated driver, I can just go in and not drink at all. I have found other vices in my world somehow, some way.
Warp drive active.
Alright, we've got a minute, 45 seconds before we grab some LP out of this. At 32 people in local. Apparently none of these people are hunting down.
Yeah, what the heck are they doing anyway? I mean, like,
They're doing
something with the incursion, I guess.
Yeah, they're an incursion fleet, I bet. You could fly to these. You could fly to one of these things and try and check it out, but we just get popped right away. We're not here thinking incursion. Care less about the Sancha invasion.
So I discovered that I'm in Jeddah and I undocked the Keldari's shooting because...
What's up, Colin? Saw you popped in there.
Yeah, that happens when you're in faction warfare.
It's shooting me all the way into low side.
Yeah.
Heard you got a ATL.
And then they
I don't know why I had to hear from somebody else. Whatever.
Yeah, when you join faction warfare, you can't go to certain aspects. If you join the Galente or Minmatar, you can't go to the Amar or Keldari side, or section of space, which really sucks for the Galente because the Amar hold the
fucking die already. God damn.
No, I don't care. I don't need no stinking LP. Just do that for fun. It's like when you see 0 losses, 0 kills. What were you doing all day? That's getting LP, see?
Yeah. I gotta see.
These fucking missiles suck. You're watching me try not to get blown out of the fucking space sky.
I have a feeling it's not gonna be day 9.
What's that? Oh, what to sell? Or to buy?
Yeah.
That is what I have been, but I think maybe a Navy Dominix might be a little bit better. They got to save a little bit more.
If ammo is then just get in a bunch of better
Oh, there's more. Fuck me.
I mean, I know that sells. How much it sells for comparatively to the ships, I'm not sure. I mean, the Navy Vector, definitely. I mean, it was like the king of kings when it came to.
The capacitor is
the day,
empty.
But, you know, still a good ship, so it's still selling. I mean, you still get 100 or 1,000.
Alright, time to
Warp
go.
drive
1,000
active.
is per LP. Is per 1,000. So I mean,
Oh, you stupid jerks.
whatever on that last site. I mean, give or take, that's about what a Vector will get you these days. Not bad. But
Adam has a ATL interview at La Jolla pretty soon.
let's go to the Keldar.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay, I did that assistant for this moment here. Just checking out a nearby place. Be right back.
Yeah.
There's a Triglavian invasion like 2 jumps away. And also a scary looking cruiser, I forgot what it was.
He should get it. He's going against the cheese buyer, team educator guy,
She was red to me.
Dan.
That kind of scary. Not like a
Oh,
Sonic.
what am I doing? Clear the facility of hostile douchebags. Can do that. Let's fix
So you
this
guys are
ship
having a
though.
fun, weekend this weekend. This has been a pretty good weekend for me. Only on backup for on call, so and even that I'm on supposed to be a tertiary backup technically. So hopefully things don't break. Hey, what's up, man? Bad recipe. That yeah, I'm happy that
Warp drive
or tomorrow
active.
is that tomorrow.
Bakery ATL came into Hillcrest. Bakery ATL. Alex?
Hey, bed. How's it going?
Or
Yeah, I have Sunday off.
the pregnant one.
Get drunk.
There's also JT who had stepped down who went to Sprouts or something. Dreadlock guy.
I don't know. I might try and go till server time and then go a little bit after server time. I just joined like 2 days ago. Oh, hey man! Congratulations for joining the EVE Online community. Depending on where you are in the echelons of, or the age of EVE, some of us
She
revert
stepped
to
down?
crack.
What the fuck? That's Roger's old girlfriend.
Back in there, like, what? No, I can't even do a day. It's crack. But welcome. It's crazy.
I wonder why she stepped down.
Playing for about 15 years. This is a brand new.
Oh, I am getting fucked up.
Proof of concept that you can come into faction warfare, have fun. I'm having problems with these guys. Yeah, 15 years. I mean, technically could say it's longer than that. 15 years is like solid.
Holy sh!
I did play the beta.
Fucking die. God damn. At least one of you motherfuckers.
Oh, worm. No, worm.
Let's orbit a little further out.
So yeah, I'm a bitter old vet for sure. Definitely have done my time. Played with a lot of 0.0. Losec. I ran my own corp in faction warfare. Handed that off to a good guy who was in the corporation who now runs it. Mech Enterprises fleet. Yeah, I've done quite a bit. A lot of 0.0 wars, Losec, solo fighting. But yeah, it's always interesting, even on the times. I mean, I take my long breaks for sure. Where I'm just like, all I do is
That was crazy.
and then I don't even log in, even when there are bonuses to be had. But were you in the Bloodbath of BPAC R5RB? No. I was not in that. Where was it? Was I? I feel like I was part of like Mostly Harmless, or I was part of. I was part of somebody that wasn't directly involved. I don't think I was part of Goons at that time.
Rupture on the Kadama gate.
Rupture.
Just worked off.
I just docked up in one of the stations. Went docking now.
Alright, I'm in systems. You want to meet up at the novice entrance?
For you're in
Tama.
Tama. Okay, yep, let's go back to the novice, see if what's there. Novice, hold on. Novice, which novice are you going to? Looks like there might be two. I'm gonna go to the novice outpost unless you've already boarded. Oh, I see you. Go to the novice outpost at 22 AU.
Okay.
But no, I did hear. Oh shit!
Is he attacking me? Where is he?
Yep. Oh no, I'm dead because
Oh, you're on the other citadel, huh?
Yeah.
Dang it.
And I totally didn't even think about the fact that there's no tether on any of these things anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'm gonna sit in the novice and see if someone kills me. And if they do, then I'll get a Algos.
Okay. Yeah, it happens. Spanish.
Oh, hey, you gotta put up one on the losses board, man.
That's true, I do. Don't know any good Spanish speaking. Yeah, it doesn't matter who you choose. That's like your beginner race.
Did I not get any of the presents? Fuck.
But that doesn't even matter anyways. But for Spanish speaking, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. So where are their factions? I mean, there's some baseline, basic stuff that kind of matters on your spawn points, and like where you when you die, where you can respawn easily, as like where your schools are set up. There's like slight minor differences to some of the skills you start with in the game, stuff like that. And the starting race is not a huge impact on the game. The huge impact comes from your actions, because what you can do is you can join one of the factions. You can there's a whole Triglavian thing that's going on now. So Eden Com, Triglavian kill Kaldari ships and do missions for the Galente, you'll lose standing with the Kaldari, and you'll gain it with the Galente. So it's one of those things. Your actions are way more influence on what factions are gonna be upset with you and stuff than your initial picking. Now I don't know if you initially pick Kaldari. I don't know if you can just easily right away jump right into Galente for the
Where in the fuck?
faction warfare setup. But if you just do I'm pretty sure if you just do missions, like level 1 missions and some storyline missions for them, you'd be able to get right into faction warfare. It's really low requirements. But
Clear facility of hostiles and capture any
have huge
lieutenants present.
part of the Galente, you're gonna piss off the Kaldari pretty quick if you join faction warfare. If you're just doing missions, it's not so bad. But if you actually piss off the Kaldari enough, regardless of faction warfare or not, you'll still get attacked by their police, which is not that dangerous. Depending on a hauler might be a little bit different, or a big combat ship that's being stupid and aligns and doesn't, or just sitting on a gate. I've definitely done stupid stuff like had a.
Let's go see if he's in here.
I'm trying to leave, so.
That's not what I was trying to do.
I leave a station and got killed. My apologies, mate. No problem. Trying to scam me?
Oh, where the fuck are you?
I'm trying to kill a Merlin,
Any tips for
and I
getting
got killed.
success for Omega Flex? My suggestion, if you're a new character, as you can see, I'm a pretty new character here.
Oh, did he just automatically just jump into the ship?
You can make a lot of fucking money, a lot of money doing faction warfare.
Maybe.
You're gonna get PvP experience.
You want
Warp
little
drive active.
old lady?
Eat while drinking wine. You've got some class, man. I try. But I would say, oh, you're grabbing. Are you still alive? Pseudo.
Check.
No, you're not good. Okay, I'm gonna go grab. Or I'll
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Kinesis.
Yeah, that's what I said. Did you hear me? But I highly suggest faction warfare. Why? Because you can get lots and lots of LP doing offensive flexing with a frigate worth 10 million ISK, give or take. And you can get, depending on the tier that you're at, and what you're selling in faction warfare for using the LP for, it's a little bit more work than just like, boom, you get like money in your pocket, money in your pocket, money in your pocket when you're doing like ratting or stuff like that. But for a new player, I feel like the amount of ISK that you can make, just dicking around with this character, let's see, and I've spent a bunch of it.
Oh, hey, that guy that killed me with his Russian ice bears.
Oh yeah.
The Storm Federation.
Warp drive active.
Blue on blue, oh no. Alright, here's the algos I'm bringing out. Look at it.
That wasn't me, was it?
Warp drive active.
Nothing from Elgato, you fuckers.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Ouch. So many different rockets. What? I fucking came here because I was supposed to fucking... What? Oh. What? Did I? Oh, maybe I gotta go back to another one. Maybe I didn't pick up the quest because I don't see it on my thingamabob. Activities, journal. I don't quite get that. Will you lay down? You're super annoying. Super, super annoying.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
No. I'll come back later. Says mission offered. Let's see if there's something to say about it. Let's see, what's it called? They're called missions. I wonder if I'd log off and log back on. Maybe it's glitched. That could be a thing. I don't know. I don't know. Task manager. Burp. Eve launcher won't shut off. And task, please. 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 There you go. Play.
Connecting.
Hmm. Dead hunting lieutenants completed. Mission offered. Oh. Fucking figures. Gotta fly all the way back there. Hit accept, then fly all the way back here. Turn this fucking fan on, it's warm in here. Booty, 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 booty. Let's get it.
Autopilot
Grab a drink.
engaged. Warp drive active. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot disabled.
Shatter cone. That's good. That's a tasty beverage.
Warp drive active.
I gotta make this trip again as soon as I land. Ooh, how's my plant doing? Ooh, it's got a little sprouty guy on it. Need some water soon, bub.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Right. Back we go. Man, I like that. That's good shit. And I've had it before? Where? This August. Wasn't that long ago. Cool, whatever. Jump, motherfucker, jump.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
I'll never understand. Never.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Assassinate Izzy Tabar. Okay. I'll do that. Okay, sure. I should check my ship real quick. $32, $23, $31, $24. And ain't too bad. Ow, fuck. Ow, fuck.
drive active.
Red alert! All crew to battle stations.
First of all,
Warp drive active.
I don't know, apparently that's not important. It's alright. Thought it said to destroy it. I thought it said to destroy it. Maybe they were just talking about like all the bullshit surrounding it. I don't know.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Let's wait a second. Let's throw all this shit up here. Do I have X-ray on mine? I have the dual Navy X-ray, regular X-ray. What's this one? This is dual light beam laser, Imperial Navy X-ray. Damage is 6-4. Oh, yeah, we don't need it. We don't need this motherfucker. No need. All right. Is anybody here? If not, I'm just gonna go sleep. Or maybe I'll just watch dumb YouTube videos. So I don't want to do any more missions. Change this to just chatting.
What's up, guys? I'm Random Frank P, back with another episode of Cool Tech under $100 for this month of October. The series we show off some of the best tech you can buy under that price point. If you see anything you like, I'll have it all listed for you in the description down below so you can check it out. Maybe some good, early starters for holiday wish list ideas, all that kind of stuff. But first up is something that a lot of you have sent me a link to over the past few weeks, and it's why I bumped this month from $50 to $100.
No.
So here it is, the Divoom Ditu. I showed off other
No.
cool pixel displays from Dieboom in the past, but this one has more of a twist to it, as you can probably see. It has this cool retro design, as well as built-in mechanical keys and a little joystick on it. The keys can be used to navigate the menus and stuff, change music levels, brightness, or use it directly just for the built-in games. There's like Tetris, 8-Ball, Salat, a few other ones. But you can either play it directly on the Ditto itself, or kick back and use the controls on your phone. On the side, you have the charger and the power button, plus a micro SD memory card slot if you want to load this up with music, because this multifunctional desktop gadget, as you can tell, is also a speaker. The 6 keys on front are mechanical. They use these clicky blue switches inside with some nice gold accented keycaps on it, as well as a joystick for that visual flair. But like the other Dieboom products you know, this display can be completely customized. From showing the date, time, weather, social
Guess
media
that's kinda cool.
notifications, the 16x16 pixel display gives you the
That
option
aspect
to
of
really
it.
display whatever you want, from custom drawings or animations. The app literally has thousands of different photos, GIFs, and animations that you can choose to display on here. And odds are, whatever sort of theme you're into or game you like, there are some sort of pre-made graphics already for it from the community. I just think as this interactive desktop gadget, it's definitely a cool pickup. Probably going to be a pretty big hit for the holidays. Comes in a few different color options as well. And they come in between $95 and $99, depending on which color option you get.
No.
But I'm really digging it. Next is a really cool and compact phone gimbal and stabilizer that easily fits in your pocket, as you can see. It has built-in controls, gestures, face tracking, and acts as this extending selfie stick to get some extra depth and separation if you're going to be vlogging. So, vloggers or TikTokers out there, you'll definitely enjoy this one. It's the Smooth X, and it comes in gray or white color options for just $50. All you do is put your phone in the holder, you power it on and pair it over Bluetooth to their app. Then right away, you have full control of your phone for taking really smooth and stabilized video, extra wide selfies, portrait or landscape orientation, all literally in the grip of your hand. Now what I really like is the way they have it designed with the added flexibility, because the head of the gimbal itself can digitally pan 300 degrees and 285 degrees vertically, but the head you can also manually tilt so it's more level with you if you want to kind of frame your shot better. So again, with something like this, it's just a better way of getting really smooth, stabilized shots. It's gonna cut down on the shake and jitteriness if you're walking around, vlogging. And to show you a quick example of the stabilizing, it does a really solid job for the price. So like I said earlier, it comes in at $50, or you can spend an extra $10 like I did and get their bundle with a carrying case and a tripod base. The tripod would not only act as like an additional handle if you want, but it'll let you set this down if you want to get some cool panorama shots, or if you just want to set it down and have it film you without tipping over. Alright, so obviously if you're going to be vlogging and stuff for like, you know, the holidays coming up, whatever, and you want a stabilizer that is also on this extension pole to scale
Shut up.
the
Shut up.
control pad. This might look familiar. They've sort of showed this and teased it over
Who's-
2 years ago. Cooler Master, keeping it
Cooler
all
Master.
stabilized right in front of me. Alright, so next up we have the Cooler Master control pad. This might look familiar. They've sort of showed this and teased it over 2 years ago. CES 2019, I did a video on this and showed it off at their booth. And it's finally here. Like, just came out. This is an analog control pad, pretty much, with their aimpad technology. And if you're not really sure what an analog gamepad really means, it all depends on the pressure. So if you press down hard on a switch, it'll reflect how fast you move in game. So if you move lighter, you'll slowly creep in game. Press it down all the way, you'll go full speed. This obviously going to be really helpful depending on what games you play. Something like Super Hot or racing games, you could definitely take advantage of having that manual control instead of just a traditional key switch where you press it down and in game you go one speed. So the control pad itself is made really nicely, brushed aluminum finish, a detachable magnetic wrist rest for it as well. It has 24 keys, full built-in RGB lighting underneath, plus those 2 dials up top. Those are what I really like. So everything here can obviously be completely reprogrammed, but those dials can be used for just quick and easy, you know, volume adjustment, LED brightness adjustment, or something like if you're into Photoshop, how about brush size or hardness? You can make those dials whatever you want. And obviously having 2 is better than 1. Added flexibility. Analog controls in your hands is going to be a huge added benefit. So this unit here has Gateron reds. They also come in a cherry red option as well. But since these switches are linear, that's what's going to give you the full control of how hard or how soft you press down the keys. Since they're linear, you know, obviously it's not going to actuate at a certain tactile bump like you would get on clicky switches. I'll briefly touch on software since that's going to be pretty important in something like this. Obviously you have your lighting tab, which will let you switch up the RGB lighting that's built in. Everything's going to come in their key mapping tab. And that's where you can go and reprogram all the keys to be whether a keyboard binding, a mouse binding, media keys, macros you can create. You can assign them to whatever of the 24 keys you want, as well as the 2 dials. And since they scroll up and down, that's 2 different macros or functions you can set to each dial. But to change the actuation force of these actual analog keys, you want to go into the dual action tab. So that you can have it so it actuates at, 50%, 10%, 100%. This is where you're going to change everything up. And additionally, they're going to be selling different keycap sets that you can add to this for, like I said, whether it's Photoshop, InDesign, Premiere, gaming. You can get those extra keycaps so you can actually visually see what that certain function is in that software. And as you guys know, I love macro pads. I've showed off numerous different ones on the channel. They're very useful to not only gamers, but photo editors, video editors, streamers, whatever you're doing, you can take advantage of macros. So when it comes to having 24 of them packed into this with 2 extra dials, and the fact that it's all analog just gives you so much control. And this comes in at $90, which I think is a really good price.
It's not a bad
and then
price
next,
at all.
speaking of functions and macros, we have the IQ Nexus. This is from Corsair. And it's going to give you, yet again, more flexibility to add this to your desktop, add it to your keyboard, volume controls, in-game macros, all on this little screen. They have some certain preset profiles you can load onto here for certain games. You can import community profiles as well. But also, since it's tied to their IQ software, this could also change up the lighting for your RGB keyboard, or change up the lighting in your PC. You can show your PC temperatures and clock speeds for your RAM, your CPU, your GPU. Inside the software, you can go and completely customize it, switch it up, create your own macros for launching profiles or just anything you want. Again, macros. Set them all to here. They have a few built-in graphics and little icons as well, so you can use those when it comes to creating your macros. And if you want, you can also just preload some GIFs you want. Review clip to actually keep to your PC. Did just drop a full in-depth review yesterday on the channel, so if you want to know more in detail about it, definitely check that out. This will just be a quick rundown, but I definitely wanted to include it in this episode as well because it is under $100. So the Ultra Custom comes in both black and white color options. But what's really cool is, as the name implies, Ultra Custom, they include opposite colored shells inside the box, as well as different shell covers. So if you want to go lightweight honeycomb, you can do that. If you prefer a solid top shell and you hate honeycomb, you can do that as well. But it just gives you that option now to customize it and switch up the look right to your liking. But where it gets interesting is Ponage also sells 9 other colored.
Shut up. God damn it, Chris.
Gotta be kidding me, dude. Hello, how are you? My name is Marno, and welcome to... And who doesn't want that? My mind to make ASMR. Pretty. Damn it. A king of spades. I have a queen of clicking phone button like the launch button.
Good evening, dear fans, haters, and domestic energy experts. You're watching Most Wanted blockbuster about real Iron Man suit by Alex Love. In this video, new repulsor, new exoskeleton, couple of new electrolyzers, more fun, more fire, and more rampage, and all this in one video. Let's go! 2 years have passed since the release of the first videos about the Iron Man repulsor and reactor. Let us take a quick look at my technical achievements to better understand what you will see today, except that I gained weight to 20 kilos and no longer fit into old exoskeleton. The first model of the Iron Man electrolytic reactor made it possible to shoot with low temperature plasma from a small repulsor and launch big and small rockets. A compact...
Shut up.
So for years now, people have been asking, no, begging, Red Lobster to somehow meld the extreme of Mountain Dew with the mellow of tequila. It took them a really long time, and frankly, they lost a lot of good people in the process. But whatever costs were paid, they have finally done it. And they call it the Dew-Garita. Do the Dew.
Jesus Christ. Why? Oh, he's got some cheddar biscuits.
Has just been all over Twitter, and a surprising number of you people have been tagging me in it, or DMing me about it, invading my dreams with it. So I guess I'd be dumb to not do it. So let's do the do. Shoot me now. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to say here. Like, this is a Mountain Dew margarita. I suppose we could examine the implications of the world and what's such a possible. Obviously, God is dead. But all of that is besides the point, and goes without saying. So to begin with, at the time that I'm shooting this, it hasn't really been rolled out everywhere yet, and is pretty hard to find. So I had to call around a lot until I found a location that had it, so that I would have something to sample, to try and decode. And I finally did that. And the wind blew the damn drinks off the roof of the car. And then I went back in and got some more. So here it is. This is the Dew-Garita, fresh from the car. I just got home with this. In a to-go cup, obviously. I guess the thing to do here now is I should taste this on camera and tell you what it tastes like and try to figure out how to reverse engineer it. Before I do that, though, there are two things that I do know right off of the bat. First, it's made with carbonated Mountain Dew, not Mountain Dew syrup, like I had assumed it would obviously be made, and preemptively ordered 5 gallons of Mountain Dew syrup to fulfill. I really hope that my cancellation for that order goes through, because the overnight shipping was a significant upgrade in price, and yet it has yet to arrive. So hopefully the cancellation went through and it's coming off of my card. I don't need $100 worth of Mountain Dew syrup.
What was that?
I don't to arrive. So hopefully the cancellation went through and it's coming off of my card. I don't need $100 worth of Mountain Dew syrup. I don't know what the hell I would do with it. It's a Ziploc bag in, because I think ahead. In fact, when I was getting this drink, the bartender, I brought a Ziploc bag in, because I think ahead, to get some of the rim stuff, and the bartender was just shoveling it into the Ziploc bag. I had to tell him, stop, that's enough, I don't need more. It is just red sugar. It's a little disappointing, because honestly, I really thought it was tahini or something cool like that from the photo. Nope, this is just the standard red sugar that they sell in the baking aisle of your grocery store for use in like Christmas cookies and stuff. Anyway, with those two variables locked down, let's taste this monster. By the way, I don't think it goes without saying, so I'm going to say it now. This episode is in no way sponsored by Mountain Dew, PepsiCo, or Red Lobster. They probably don't want me making this episode. In fact, it might get a DCMA notice or something. Here we go. Do the Dew. Extreme. Ooh, that's sweet. Oh, God. That is so sweet. I do taste the tequila in it, a little, and it has a certain saltiness to it, which is pretty weird. I mean, I kind of watched what he was doing. I don't think any salt went in. It doesn't taste very much like Mountain Dew. It does taste like a margarita, and it is neon green, so I suppose in that respect it is a successful Mountain Dew margarita. It is very sweet, limey, and yes, Mountain Dew-y. Mountain Dew-y. It's got the dew. You know where you really get the Mountain Dew, though? Song is in the nose. Like, it smells like Mountain Dew. And cheap tequila. Okay, Mountain Dew,
Virginia
tequila,
Springs.
lime, some kind of Curacao triple sec orange. There's some orange there, which could be the Mountain Dew. Because Mountain Dew is actually principally orange flavored, I am told. I think I'm ready to try a copy of this. You guys like the radio on the set? I'm thinking about having a radio on the set from now on. I like having it in here.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to
Can't do it anymore.
I brought out a tequila that I happen to like. Probably not the tequila that's in theirs. I'm just going off a guess here. I bet they're not using La Gratona over there at Red Lobster. But we're going to hold off on that.
There's no one here anyways.
I'm going to go with, I don't know,
except
an
all
ounce of lime.
these
I'm just going to work
mods.
the round numbers here and see
Twitch mods.
how this works.
Spying on me.
I'm just seeing, like,
Fuckers.
basically, well, what's a Mountain Dew and a margarita
Okay.
like? An ounce of that. And then, since we've smashed this sucker up, I'm going to take